first incarnation was to redeem man from sin, to redeem him by means of Jesus' fleshly body. He saved man from the cross, but a corrupt satanic disposition still remained within man. The second incarnation is no longer to serve as a sin offering, but rather to save fully those who were redeemed from sin. This is done so that those who have been forgiven may cast off their sins and be made fully clean, and by attaining a changed disposition, break free of Satan's influence of darkness, and return before the throne of God. Only in this way can man be fully sanctified. Only by becoming flesh can God live alongside man, experience the suffering of the world, and live in a normal body of flesh. Only in this way can He supply me with a practical way that they need as created beings. It is through the incarnation of God that man receives full salvation from God, and not directly from heaven in answer to his prayers. For man being of flesh and blood, he has no way of seeing the Spirit of God, much less of approaching his spirit. All that man can come into contact with is God's incarnate flesh, and only by means of this can man grasp all the ways and all the truths and receive full salvation. The second incarnation will be sufficient to purge away the sins of man and to fully purify him. Hence, with the second incarnation, the entirety of God's work in the flesh will be brought to a close, and the significance of God's incarnation be made complete. Then God's work in the flesh will have entirely come to an end. He will not become flesh a third time for his work, for his entire management will have come to an end. The incarnation of the last days will have fully gained his chosen people, and humanity in the last days will all have been classed according to kind. We will no longer do the work of salvation, nor will he return in the flesh to carry